If you fancy trying a dessert with a bit of a twist, check out this springtime rhubarb crumble with smoked pear. Rhubarb is one of my favourite springtime ingredients, and at this time of year, it's got a fantastic colour and loads of flavour. I picked this from the garden this morning, and I'm going to show you how to turn that into a delicious crumble with smoked pears. For this, you're going to need rhubarb, some pears, a little bit of granola and oats, sugar, flour, and some ginger. Ginger works incredibly well with rhubarb. It helps add a warmth to it and balance out that sweet and sour flavour. I'm going to start off today by making the crumble over the fire, which is just plain flour and a little bit of oats, sugar and unsalted butter. Dice up some unsalted butter, and we're going to mix it with the flour. I said plain flour, I lied, it's spelt flour, but you wouldn't know the difference and it's actually easier for you to digest, so worth looking for some spelt. I've got demerara sugar that we're going to rub on those pears later as well, which is going to give them a real sort of caramel flavour, and some apple wood chip. So this really is a crumble with a twist. So in here I've got the butter, I've got oats, and I'm just going to rub it together by hand. This is a very satisfying job to do. I've just rubbed it all together into a nice sort of breadcrumb texture. Now I'm going to just add in a little bit of almond granola for a bit of nuttiness, and it also provides a texture with that very soft rhubarb. Mix that through and throw it into the hot pan. Pears, a fantastic fruit to try with rhubarb. They really take the edge off some of the tartness, but to give it a bit of a twist, I'm going to smoke them. So to prepare these, I'm just going to sprinkle them with some demerara sugar and then hot smoke them over some apple chips. All I'm going to do is put in a good handful of apple wood chip. You could use cherry, oak, a little bit of hickory, whatever you fancy. I like the sweetness you get from apple wood. And then take my rack of pears that have been sprinkled in demerara sugar, pop that on there, put a lid on, and put it straight onto the fire. As soon as that starts smoking, I'll set a timer and I'll let them cook for about 4 to 5 minutes. While the pears are smoking, we're going to get on with the rhubarb. All I'm going to do for this is chop it up and mix it with some root ginger, a little bit of lemon, and some ginger ale. I can tell the pears are done. They've started smoking nicely. Wait till you have a look at this. Whoa. Pull off the top. Woo-wee. Now this is a fantastic way of adding some depth of flavour to pears. The brown sugar has caramelised. It gives you almost a bourbony, sweet, umami wood smoke flavour to a pear. It's fantastic. So I'm going to let them rest, get on with cooking the rhubarb. So in the pan, we've got the rhubarb, we've got a lovely tablespoon of root ginger that's just been crushed, and then the juice of a lemon. Add a decent knob of butter and finish off with some light brown sugar. Pop that on the heat until it starts to soften, but you want to keep a little bit of bite to the rhubarb. The rhubarb is softening in a wonderful way. It's got the bubbly brown sugar, lovely bit of ginger and that lemon. I'm going to finish it now with a bit of ginger ale and the smoked pears. Just arrange these in there to stew along with the rhubarb, absorb all of that lovely sharp flavour. And this is how you do a rhubarb crumble on a fire. Classic springtime recipe with a bit of a twist. Add the crumble when you've got all of your pears into the pan and serve. So there we have it, my rhubarb crumble with a twist, clotted cream, smoky pear, and beautiful seasonal ingredients. Cheers.